got AI cartoon to realistic AI, 2D to 3D image converter, AI object remover, AI Lebubu generator. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be looking at something very interesting, something very special. Today, I'm going to show you how to create AI generated images with Vheer. Well, I know AI generated images in 2025 or in 2026, depending on when you're seeing this. I know. There are currently a whole lot of platforms that can help you to generate AI images. I mean, even WhatsApp, you can generate AI images on WhatsApp using Meta AI. But I'm going to show you a platform that you've probably never heard about. And this platform can actually do some impressive stuff. Let's check it out. The platform we are going to be checking out today is Vheer.com. So what is Vheer.com? Well, this is Vheer.com. For those who are starting to glare at this video thinking, another AI image generation tutorial video that you probably don't need or is going to end up in a huge paywall. Perhaps you can see there's a price in here, but the first thing you're going to be greeted with when you visit the Vheer.com AI platform for generating images and video is free unlimited AI image and video studio. Turn simple text or photos into stunning AI art in seconds. Generate pro level images, videos, and edit without learning curve. Free, fast, and fun AI generation tool for everyone. Well, I'll just let the platform speak for itself. And these are some of the generations that have been done here. You can turn any text prompt into stunning image instantly. As you can see, this is an image of what seems like a Falcon transformer. I mean, like Transformers, the movie. And this is a popular image we know. I really don't know the name of the picture, but some of you might know. But in this picture, she's seen using an iPhone, looking at the mirror and applying some lip gloss. And these are some other image, and this was made with flux context to describe the edit you want to see the AI apply to your photo quickly. So you can upload photos and have this platform utilize their AI models to generate your photo in the style you want. I wonder if that is a guy or a girl there. The generated style looks like a girl, but I can't really tell. And you can go from image to videos. You can also go from image to image. You can reimagine your photo while keeping its original structure and layer. And you can also go from AI image describer, which is something I use a lot, coming up with thumbnail ideas. You can see a thumbnail that you like on YouTube and you want to get something similar. For that, you need to describe it. And tools like this, AI image describer, can be used to actually describe the image you are looking at to replicate in detail anime style cartoon. But here's how it described it: pink lips, microphone, one girl, navel, microphone, standard long hair, belt, collarbone, purple eyes, holding microphone, holding star. Okay, I don't understand that at all, but that's just that's the prompt it generated from that image. And there's also background image remover, which is very common now. So these are just a few things that have been created. You can turn still images into cinematic videos, and these are some of the creations that have been done on this platform. Let's just try to use this tool right now. So we're going to click on text to image, since that is our pool of contention in this particular video. I don't have an account. Let's see if I can actually generate images without an account. If not, I'm going to have to register one. All right, so we are here. This is just a sample. A 40-year-old cartoon woman with red blonde hair. Input the prompt to generate image. So I'm just going to go over here and copy a prompt for a thumbnail idea that I want to use for this particular video. I'm just going to copy the prompt here. It says bold cartoon style illustration of a robot hand holding a paintbrush, painting a hyper-realistic portrait of a human woman on canvas. Bright colors, clean lines, modern digital art style suitable for a YouTube thumbnail. And that's pretty much it. If you are not okay with the prompt, you can use the enhance prompt feature, and it's going to analyze your prompt and make it more elaborate. Now it has enhanced the prompt. It says a vibrant bold cartoon style illustration featuring a sleek metallic robot hand delicately gripping a traditional wooden paintbrush. The brush is actively applying vivid, hyper-realistic strokes to create a stunning, lifelike portrait of a beautiful human woman on a pristine stretch canvas. The scene is rendered in a modern digital art style with crisp, clean lines, high contrast, and a dynamic composition using a bright, eye-catching color palette, perfectly optimized for a compelling YouTube thumbnail. Alright, that seems like a nice, very elaborate description. So over here is where you select the model. Quality model. You can select from quality model, pro model to max model. Now, if you are not subscribed, if you plan on using the platform for free, then you can stick with quality model. But if you want to get pro model or max model, then you have to be a premium subscriber or a premium user. So you can set the aspect ratio here. Since we are going for the thumbnail, I'm just going to set the aspect ratio to the aspect ratio that is suitable for thumbnail. Alright, so I'm going to click on generate, and as you can see, you can generate unlimited and free, powered by Vheer. So let's just see how the result is. Alright, it has generated the image, and I don't know, let me know what you think. I think it's actually really cool. Considering that this is free, you can generate as many images as you want to generate. You're only limited by what you are able to conceive as your prompt. Maybe the quality may not be so high. The paintbrush is sort of something weird happened here, and it seems that the paintbrush has to leg, one piercing through his hands and the other just washing away into a paint stroke. Now, after generating an image, if you are happy with the result, all you have to do is to click on the download button next to the trash icon, and your image is going to be downloaded, and you can click on delete and the image is gone. Hopefully this is not one of those platforms that add your generated image as generation example on their platform. I'm hoping that is the case, as they added a delete button there, which is very good if that is what is happening. But I can't really say for certain. So let me just paste in the original prompt. Let's see what's different, my original prompt and the enhanced prompt that was gotten from the Vheer AI tool. And everything that is being done here is actually being done in real time. I haven't sped up anything, so the generation you are seeing is actually in real time. Yeah, it's actually that fast. Wow. Okay, okay. I think it's safe to say that the original prompt gave us a better result. Yeah, it is safe to say that the original prompt gave us a better result. Although the arm here is not good, that's just the issue. But I like the result. I like the composition as compared to what we had with the initial prompt. I'll say this is actually better. So if you like the result of the image that is generated, you can click on save. Now the only issue with this is that it doesn't seem to have an actual paintbrush, or maybe it just went full Terminator on the look, where the paintbrush is actually coming out from inside the robotic arm as an extension of what it can actually do. But yeah, that's it. So in order to test out their image to image and context editor, I'm going to still bring in this image to see if I can actually fix the hand situation here. But for now, I'm just going to try another prompt, and I'm going to also do the same thing, comparing their enhanced prompt and the original prompt that I got from ChatGPT. The next prompt is minimalistic but striking, plain dark background, glowing Vheer logo at the center, subtle neon accent, overlay text, make AI art, free, clean modern typography, subtle lens flare, and a polished look. Alright, let's try this prompt. It's very minimalistic. I'm also going to modify that prompt slightly to have a that YouTube thumbnail look. Minimalistic but striking, plain dark background, glowing Vheer logo center. Let's just generate with this prompt straight up and see what we get from the original prompt here. So your image, it says your request is being processed, your image will ready slide. All right, as you can see, it has generated the image, and well, it is not so impressive. I expect it to generate using the Vheer logo that is shown here, but it did its own thing, right? So not so impressive. If it were possible to attach an image, then maybe I'll just screenshot this logo here and I'll attach it, but it's not possible. I'm not saving that because I'm not impressed at all. I'm just going to enhance the prompt and regenerate that to see what we get. This would be a great way to actually test the creative power of this tool, at least for the free section. Yeah, so this is its own version of my initial prompt, and while it is better, it is not still good enough to use as a YouTube thumbnail. I mean, I blame ChatGPT for that prompt. It lacks the creativity to be suitable to use as a prompt. So for the next example, I wanted to generate an image that can be used to visually illustrate the adage or the saying that goes like this: an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So now I'm gonna copy this prompt and I'm going to take it to Vheer and see what we get with this prompt. I'm gonna click on generate. Wow, that's actually crazy. Is that blood? Okay, okay. Nice. It seems like the head is blown open or something like that. Yeah, it's chaotic. So as you can see, this is the image it generated, and this is supposed to be the tiny, devils working in the mind of the young man depicted here. Not bad. So I'm just going to save this image. Then next thing I'm going to do is enhance the prompt and see what we get after enhancing the prompt. Now the prompt has been enhanced. Obviously, it is longer, more detailed. Hopefully, it's going to give us a better result. So I'm just going to click on generate. Wow, it's crazy. Like, I think the platform blew the request out of proportion, and there's a lot of artifacts in here. The fit is not really very good, and it seems to have a genie lamp, something like that. And his head is it's like a bouquet of flowers, but made with fire and smoke. It's just crazy. It's a crazy scene. If you have a good prompt, you can actually use this platform to generate something really nice. And if you like the picture, you can save it, but I'm just going to leave that image as is. But now I'm going to come up with my own prompt by myself, something that I feel that can actually give me the kind of result I want. A realistic cartoon style image showing a man who is just sitting on a couch. Around the room, clothes piles are littered around as if the house hasn't been arranged. We can see cross section through his head showing tiny demons walking in a blacksmith kind of workshop, while externally the man is physically bored, placing his hand under his chin. So I'm just going to fine tune that prompt. Alright, so I've now fine tuned that prompt, and it says a realistic cartoon style image showing a man who is just sitting on his desk in his room. At the background, laying around the room is partly littered clothes and clothes piles, as if it's messy or hasn't been arranged. We can see a cross section through his head showing tiny demons walking in blacksmith kind of workshop, while externally the man is physically bored, placing his hand under his chin. So that's the prompt I'm going to be using. I'm going to first of all generate with my prompt, and then I'm going to enhance and generate so that we can actually see the difference between what we can come up with and the enhanced prompt that we get from the platform. All right, so you can see that it actually did generate it, although the quality of the demons supposedly in his head are just not so good. They are not very clear, and his face seems to be messy, which is not part of our prompt. And we cannot really see how messy the room is. The room actually looks kind of arranged, and the man is not really looking bored. He just looks distressed, kind of. He has a look of distress on his face, not boredom. So yeah, it's kind of failed to replicate what we have in mind. Perhaps if we generate again, it's going to give us a better result. So I'm just going to click on generate again and see what we get the second time. So this is actually worse. Yeah, it's not so good. First of all, the man doesn't look so good anymore, and his fingers, yeah, they could use some work. Let's try one more time. This is the last time. I didn't upload any file. So that time when I click generate, it said failed to upload a file, which is weird because I did not upload any file. So I guess that's just a glitch. Let's see. It's not good at all. So it has actually struggled to depict that image. Let's just enhance and see what we get. I'm going to save this one though, although the room doesn't look messed up or messy. So I'm going to click on enhance prompt and see what we get from that. Alright, so it has now enhanced the prompt to spare us the time wasting. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to generate and let the generated image do the reading for us. Yep, it's just blowing things out of proportion. The platform can actually generate image, mind you, but what I'm trying to do is to flex the platform to see what we can actually get if we push its creativity button, and it has actually struggled with my prompt, as you can see. Perhaps if we were using some of the higher models like the Pro or Max model, we could get a better result. But that's it. You can see that with this platform, you can generate as many images as you want. If you can adequately describe the image, you want to generate, then Vheer can help you generate the image, but with some constraint. Let me show you a sample of what I was expecting. So for context, this is the image I've been trying to generate. And as you can see, it has actually struggled. This is what I expected it to depict, or something close at least. But it has continued to give me increasingly distorted versions of what I am requesting for. So that is a problem that you may have to deal with this platform. However, with simpler prompts, you could actually get the kind of image you are describing. But let's test out other things on this platform. Let's see image to image. And these are some of their examples. You can go from image to image generator, restyling, change the style, and create style variation with consistent character and layout. That's just some of the things you can do here, but let's test it out for ourselves. And the next thing we're going to do is to drag and drop in the thumbnail example we generated from the platform. So now we are going to describe what we want. Change the robotic arm that is distorted to actual robotic arms with fingers holding a paintbrush, painting the image that is depicted on the canvas. Every other thing should remain the same, including the image of the lady on the canvas and the appearance of the robot. The background can be, maybe you can turn the background, which is blue currently, to something else like white. Yeah, turn it to white or light purple. All right, so as you can see, you can still use their image to image for free, which is actually great. So long as you're using the quality model and not trying to go for the pro model or the max model, you can use this for free. So I'm just going to click on generate. Let's see what we get. Oh my goodness, that's not. So when the image is generated, you can use this button here to switch between the initial iteration and the current iteration. And yeah, you can see the difference. It actually maintains character consistency. However, the robotic arm is still not as good as I want it to be. And I see that there's a mistake in the prompt here, canvas. And unfortunately, there's no enhanced prompt here. So I'm going to have this prompt enhanced and repeat the exercise. I'm going to take this prompt to ChatGPT and have it enhanced, and I'm going to repeat the exercise. That's not before I try the prompt that is already there. All right, now it has actually done a better job, and I actually like it. It seems like the image is cut at the bottom here though. You can see what I'm talking about. The image is cut and the quality is significantly lower, but it actually did generate the image with actual hand. Quality is lower, significantly lower, but it did generate. Although the paintbrush is still not accurate and the hand is still not, I can't really use it, but you get the point. You can actually use this to go from one image, in one style to another style. Let me paste in the prompt from ChatGPT and see what we get. I'm not going to re-upload the image. All right, so look at that. I'll say it tried, but if I'm to rate the performance, I'll give it 6.5 out of 10. The iterations are nice, but yeah, it could be better. But this is not actually the rating of how this site performs. Remember that we are actually making use of the quality model, and that is like the base model, the lowest model, and it is only for personal use currently. You cannot use it for commercial use. So that's it for image to image generation. But when you look at other tools, you have some other things you can actually do with this platform: fashion sketch generator, happy image generator, a relaxing image generator, AI NFT art generator, AI zodiac card generator, AI tarot card generator, AI illustration generator, AI album cover maker, and a whole lot of other options you can go with. This platform allows you to do a whole lot of AI image and or video generating. I don't know if you can actually generate video with this platform for free, and it seems like we can. So the same image you generated, we are going to be using that. So video length 55 seconds, which is fine. Video frame rate 24, and video dimension this. If you want higher, I believe you have to pay or go for pro or max model. So let's just say robot painting on canvas, and let's see what we get. All right, so obviously it didn't get exactly what we said it should do, but as you can see, it actually animated the original picture. It even animated the lady in the canvas, which is odd. Perhaps I could have been more descriptive about the description. But I'm going to save this and I'm going to try it again. But this time I'm going to use ChatGPT to generate a prompt. Paste that in. Let's try generating again. And that's actually worse. Thank you for not in ChatGPT. So I'm going to try that once more and see what we get. So as you can see, it successfully generated the AI, painting, but yeah, it is not so realistic, which is the kind of result we expect from using the lowest available model, which is available for free. Before we round up here, the next thing I want to do is to go over the pricing. If you like the potential that is available on the Vheer platform, then perhaps you want to go pro or premium or advanced, as the case is. This is what you have. For the free model, you can use all VA products free and unlimited with no watermarks, but you cannot use the Pro or Max models. You don't get high speed generation, although the generations is relatively fast. You don't get the best resolution and you'll be bombarded with ads, I guess. But when you opt in for a premium monthly plan, you can get all VR products, 600 credits for the Pro or Max model. No watermark is attached to your generation. You get high speed generation, higher quality, and you're not bothered by ads. If you go for the advanced, which is approximately $20, you get all VR products, 1,500 credits per month for the Pro or Max model. No watermark, high speed generation, high quality generation, and no ads. You can toggle between monthly or yearly plan, and a yearly plan will actually cost you less overall for both premium and advanced model, but what you get is basically the same thing but for 1 year. So that's it for this platform. What are your thoughts? What do you think about the platform? Is this actually better than some of the pro platforms we are dealing with? I mean, their offerings are actually impressive, like very generous of them, but I'll leave the decisions to you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you actually like this video or found this video helpful, do it to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any one of our video. I would love to see you in the next one. I'll bid you farewell and happy creating. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.